Welcome back to Pokemon Fire Red, and I just want to start off by letting you know I caught some more Pokemon as well as leveled up my Bulbasaur to level 10, like I said, and all I caught were the Pokemon you can catch on Route 22, which is to the left of Viridian City, and I'm actually gonna withdraw some of those Pokemon just because they have some stat reducing moves that will come in pretty handy because we're gonna be facing our rival again pretty shortly. And there's a battle with him over on Route 22, which is again to the left of Viridian City, and yeah, it's a pretty difficult fight actually if you chose Bulbasaur because both of his Pokemon have moves that we're weak to, and as you can see, I bought more Pokeballs just because you need to catch 60 Pokemon to be able to access the post game in Fire Red and Leaf Green. So yeah, and I go here to put the Pidgey in the lead. Now I did not know, or rather I forgot that Pidgey did not have Sand Attack at this point. Of course, this is post commentary, so there's nothing I can do about that. So I switched Spearow to my lead so I can weaken his Pidgey a little bit. And he's talking about the Pokemon League and how you need badges to go through there. Or how rather they didn't let him in because he didn't have any badges. And so we're going to fight him as soon as I hit the A button. And when playing this, it goes so slow because I was playing on my my Leaf Green. And I was holding down the turbo button because it makes everything just go so much faster. Yeah, growl on the Pidgey to make it not be able to hope my Bulbasaur that much. Though in this fight, although the Pidgey does have Gust, as well as the Charmander having Ember, they don't use it very often. I noticed that he just seemed to want to spam Tackle and Scratch, respectively. His Pidgey does use Sand Attack against me, and I use Leech Seed just because if since he did that, as long as he does nothing else but tackle, I'll always be able to stay at full health because of Leech Seed. Plus, it weakens him. Now, I'm unsure whether Vine Whip does more than tackle. Vine Whip seemed to do more, even though it wasn't very effective. But that's also got to do with the fact that this Bulbasaur has a better special attack stat than attack stat. Excuse me, I had to burp there. But yeah, this is pretty much a one-move spamming contest for your rival. And there down goes the Pidgey, 105 experience points. There we go. Now we send out Charmander. So I'm going to switch to Pidgey, thinking it had Sand Attack. And to my surprise, I'm pretty sure it had Sand Attack in some game when you first caught it, but I was kind of upset when I found out it only had Tackle. In fact, I had to close the moves and open them again just to make sure. So I figured, screw it, just tackle it. It's gonna die anyway before it gets any experience points, which is good because I want all my experience points to go to Bulbasaur, as he'll be the only Pokemon that I will be raising for my team up until after Misty. Yeah, luckily Rattata does have Tail Whip. Though I don't think it comes much useful, because I still think Vine Whip does more than Tackle does. Tired. Yeah, one scratch. Bye-bye, Rattata. Bye-bye. Stupid rat. Send Bulbasaur back out. Open up with a Tackle. He growls, which nullifies that Tail Whip, so it's just like, jerk. You're such a jerk. Your rival is the biggest jerk ever. And Tackle misses. Funny thing, I did not know that Tackle only had 95 accuracy until Diamond and Pearl. I did not realize that it had 95 accuracy. And I'm like, this move has 100 accuracy. How is it missing so much? And then Diamond and Pearl came out, and I was just like, oh, it has 95 accuracy. I was like, I could have swore it had 100 accuracy. So after I saw that, I went back and learned that it had 95 accuracy all the way since Generation 1. Yep. And I didn't mean to use Growl there. I was just hitting the button registered for A fast because I was just used to spamming Tackle. So yeah, we go back to Tackle right here. And then and a useless critical, as I'm sure it would have died regardless of that critical, and we get a level up to level 11, and we don't learn any moves. We learn poison powder and sleep powder pretty soon. I prefer sleep powder to poison powder, so I will not be learning poison powder and be learning sleep powder. Sleep powder is one of the moves on the final move set for Bulbasaur and its evolved forms, at least on my team. And now I'm gonna go to north of the Viridian City to continue with the game, and we got this guy right here, but I don't talk to him because I see that little Pokeball up in the corner, and I know it's a potion. And I cannot believe that I forgot to get it before, because usually that's one of the first things I go to do. But, I mean, it's just a potion. Its usefulness will soon be that of nothing. I mean, sometimes nothing can be usefulest. I mean, I think I'd rather have 0 things than have -1, in which case I owe someone that one of those things. But, I mean, I don't know. And now we have this old man, and he's going to teach us how to catch a Weedle. If you notice in the menu, you can clearly see that he has a fight option. Why? I just wish that they would allow him to use the fight option, because I really want to see that old man just go up and try to beat the crap out of that Weedle. And then that Weedle just uses Poison Sting, and one of those little Poison Sting needles just hits the old man right in the jugular. Right in the jugular. And then the old man dies. Then that Weedle goes home to all his Weedle, Kakuna, and Beedrill buddies, and they're like, "You're a hero! You're the first one of us who didn't get caught or just fainted! Hooray! Hooray for the Weedle that killed the old man! Hooray!" And here they give you a TCTV, which is, in my opinion, completely useless. I mean, if you can't figure out the things that it teaches you on your own, then, well, I think you should find a different game to play other than Pokemon, because, I mean, this game's a pretty simple concept. And here I realize I didn't go back to the Pokemon Center to heal, so I'm just like, you know what, screw it. And I go into the Viridian Forest anyway, which is it's the first dungeon in the game. And here you can find Caterpies, Weedles, Metapods, Kakunas, and Pikachus. You go and click on that tree right there. There's an antidote. And if you go up here, you can find, what is it? A Pokeball, I believe. Yeah, a Pokeball. And coming up right here, I get into a battle in this grass right here. It is indeed with a Weedle. In Fire Red, Weedles are more common than Caterpies, and it is the opposite in Leaf Green. Doesn't seem that way, though, because, I mean, they appear so often. And thank God for Bulbasaur being a part poison type, therefore cannot be poisoned. Because I hate being poisoned. It happens to me so much. And we're going to capture this Weedle. 1, because you need 60 Pokemon for the Pokedex. And 2, because I can get 2 other Pokedex entries off of it with only 6 levels. Which I will be giving it in between now and the next video. Mostly because it'll be just boring grinding and probably a lot of failed attempts. But that's about it right here. I'll see you guys next time.